got to come out with a sense of urgency here in round 2. He's got to keep this fight moving and land big strikes. I think he should look for knees when he's getting close. See how he's keeping his punches short, which will be fine if he follows it up with a knee, because we know what Nick Willie's game plan is going to be after he punches. He's going to punch big and take him down.
Would you, Coach, here to time something if you knowing that takedown's coming? Yeah, that's
nice job by Nick Willie. He's just strong, man. Yeah. He clinches up and he's going to get you there. But I would.
Time the uppercut, time the knee, and see if you can make those punches count. Kind of take the stunt, because Nick Willie's like an oil spill. Yeah. You know, and he's kind of covers you, and you can't get out from underneath.
Yeah, when you're a guy like Matt Ruskin, and you want to keep it on the feet, you've got to anticipate what Willie's going to do. You know he's going to go for the takedown. You got to try to time him. Right now, he's stuck in half guard again, just like round 1.
And that's one of the things I've seen at the higher level. You know, those guys know those takedowns are coming in. You'll mentally see him almost going, hey, take that shot. You're going to eat this uppercut. You're going to trade double leg for an uppercut.
Yeah, you know you want to take it. Go ahead. Boom, and then crack him. Nice sweep there by Matt. Well, really brings him right back down.
It's almost like Willie is given that little bit of space to keep it where it is.
Yeah.
That's a mental game that some guys will do. You know, they'll transition to position because you can see the style fighter that he is. He's never going to be able to trade punch for punch with Ruskin being how many inches tall? You know, looks almost a foot taller than him.
Yeah. And it's a good game plan if you think about it, because he's making Ruskin do just enough work to tire himself out.
And that's what I like about Nick Willie is we talk about his height and whatnot, but he overcomes this obstacle all the time. And he's had some really big wars. Again, I've followed him very closely, called all his fights, and he's always game, and he can throw down, but he's got to be in the pocket.
Yeah. Yeah, he wants to be in close. He's a shorter guy. There's a lot of guys at 170 that have had a lot of success at a shorter disadvantage, and they make it work. A lot of these guys usually have a lot more pop in their punches too, because they're center of gravity.
Not always the fan favorite, Paul, this type of match, but you got to respect as Nick Willie transitions into the full mount here at the Borgata. It's big not looking good here for Matt Ruskin.
Big elbow, big punches.
This could be stopped.
He's grinding him out here. He's passing guard. He's landing elbows.
Shoulders, Paul. He's giving him some shoulders.
Hey, man, he's giving him whatever he can get.
Giving him the business. As Nick Willie's thinking maybe stoppage as we get into 2:25 left in round 2. Ruskin versus Willie. I don't know, Paul. It's going to be difficult for Matt Ruskin to get off his back and do something from what I've seen thus far.
Yeah, right now is when guys like Nick Willie start to break people. They just grind their elbows into you. They put the pressure on you. And this is when a lot of guys start thinking, man, do I even want to, maybe I'll give up something, maybe I'll give position, turn my back.
Well, it doesn't seem to be any quit in Matt Ruskin. He's doing what he can, but he's definitely frustrated. He's definitely frustrated.
Yeah, he's looking over at his corner with Daniel Gracie and Jonathan Webb and just kind of looking for an answer, but he's got to explode. He's got to get out of there.
Well, what a great corner he has. Daniel Gracie, the team Henzo Gracie, and also Jonathan Webb, another CFFC fighter who's made it into the big show, the UFC. And no secret to the UFC, folks, is my color commentator tonight, Paul the Irish Dragon Felder. Don't forget to miss him in action coming July 25th against Barboza. We are in round 2. With Matt Ruskin still kind of the same story of the night on his back as Nick Willie kind of...
Yeah, Nick Willie's just starting to really find a place for those elbows and dominate this fight. It's turned into, kind of just wherever he wants to go, he can go. If he wants to pass the guard right now, it looks like he really can, but he seems content to just grind Ruskin out here into the 3rd round.
I'd like to see Ruskin survive and then come out with something creative and explosive in round 3.
Yeah,
he can rock him. You know what's coming.
Yeah.
So how do you deal with that? And that's Daniel Gracie in his corner, I think, can say, hey, you know he's going to take you down, but you got to
not land something on the way. That's exactly what I would tell him in between rounds. As he eats some big elbows here, he can't do another round down here. So if he survives round 2, he's got to come out and just go for broke. He's got to throw a flying knee or a big uppercut off the bat in the beginning of round 3.
You think Ruskin's okay, Paul? I mean, is he rocked? Is he hurt here? Or is he just frustrated?
I don't think he's hurt. Yeah, I think he's frustrated. He's turning into bad positions because he's frustrated. He's getting hit with elbows, and he just doesn't know where to go. Nick Willie's doing a good job of controlling and landing big shots.
And folks, that's going to wrap up round 2. We will go to a 3rd round.